first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Hitchcock. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And taken right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, gun.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Randy Gregory leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Just like that.
Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Lock. 37's the mic.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Any day. Check nickel. 6-6, pull it high.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch the run.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Down. 10-2 stop. Check back.
Off play action. Hitchcock. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
54, Alpha. Check, watch 54. Ready.
Back to throw. Hitchcock. It got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Express.
Come on, set.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on first and 10.
Ready,
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Hitchcock. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Play action, Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
64. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun. Hitchcock. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hitchcock. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
65.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
3 down. Hey, Mike 20. 21. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3 and out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing. So they better provide him some help on this one.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
3 down. Watch 10. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking in zone for Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Jones has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo caught by Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running on first down, Eckler. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Kill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Hitchcock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Come on, D. Hey, wahoo! And fight.
From the gun, Hitchcock. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch left, watch left.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He completes it to Jones. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's Eckler again. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 180!
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's caught. Jones. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go. 180! Switch up.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Complete to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. And their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
don't they?
They
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hitchcock. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A third down gain of 19. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This complete to Jones. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Go. Go. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Hey, exit.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New Orleans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay,